You see how I'm in a moo-moo, right? I am in my nightie, my comfy sleep, big T, whatever you want to call this, right? So you know that if I look like this in front of you guys, it's fresh in the morning. It's because what? I wasn't allowed to sleep. Because for some reason, this is a very important raw topic today for a lot of y'all. So let's just get into it so I can go back to my bed, hopefully, before I gotta go to work. But guys, in the meantime, this is Raw Talk with your girl Melo. And I always do the raw call, which is hello. Oh my gosh, you see how it's morning? Hold on, try it again. That was little Brooke. Hello. Much better, raw call. Good morning, y'all. I hope you are sleeping fantastic. I hope your day is going great, going smooth. I hope that you are rested. I am rested, I'm not gonna lie. I've been getting some good ass sleep lately. I hope y'all have been too. But y'all, how are you feeling? And I hope everything is going smooth. And again, I just want to remind y'all, because I haven't said this in a long time, but this is the show where we talk the truth, and it's only on the rawest of topics. Blukes. See it there? Okay. So guys, let's get into it. I have been having morning, hydrate. I have been having a lot of feels, which I mentioned, but I'm going to be saving them. The only feel I'm supposed to say is I have been getting a certain amount of feels at this time right now. Every time I get ready to go and do them, I'm being told not yet. And I was shown that it's helping a certain bad mind, a group of bad mind, if I put it out right away. So they're gonna have to wait. And it's also gonna be at the perfect timing for the individuals that do need to hear it. So I'll drop those when I get permission to, all right? But this is what we're doing today. This is the raw topic that we're discussing, and it is, why does she have to be masculine? Masculine women. And no, I'm not referring to the whole stud thing, and no. Why does a woman have to step into her masculinity, her masculine side? Okay? Let's talk about it. Damn. So I'm tired of hearing men cry about it when you signed up to be in the female position, right? You were good being in the female position, right? So why are you bothered now? And for the women like me, keeping it raw, who had to take on a masculine role because her man was not masculine at all, and you had to be the man in the relationship, and now you're at a point in your life where you're like, frig that. No, I'm looking for a manly man now. You understand? Okay. Whoa. Correction. I am no longer looking for a manly man. Okay. Let's get into it. So, the reason why this got brought up to me is it kind of was brought to my attention from an outing, I'll just say that, and I realized with me having to explain it that I was still in my masculine energy as a woman. Even though I say that I'm at a point in my life where I'm ready to submit, I realized that I was still being masculine. And if I'm being masculine, how am I going to be able to allow my man, or allow the guy that I'm dating, or allow whoever to be masculine so I can be feminine? How do you snap out of it, right? Again, I tell you guys all the time, raw topics are sometimes sent in, the majority of the time, but other times I resonate with them too, and I grow with y'all. So I'm going to keep it raw with you guys and let you know that this girl is struggling to come out this masculine here, okay? And if any of you other ladies are, let's talk about it. Okay. Why did I have to be masculine? Okay. So I had already mentioned from previous episodes, I believe I did it with Ree, you can check out that live, and we talked about, women having to be masculine sometimes. Now, I believe I became masculine because, like I had mentioned, there was a relationship that I had been in and I had to be the man and the woman. Sometimes your spouse can be a child in the relationship, and whether you have kids or not, and you kind of have to carry the weight, okay? I got accustomed to that. And now that I'm like here in this point in my life where I have figured out what I want and what I don't want, and I have figured out, I shouldn't say figured out, I faced the fact that I was a masculine woman in heavy masculine energy, and that just wasn't gonna work for me. And it wasn't gonna work for whoever I wanted to be with either, okay? So, why a woman has to be masculine, and I'll speak from my own personal perspective, and other women that I've learned this from as well, sorry, I hear, is we don't feel like we have a choice. If you are in a relationship with a woman and she is constantly in her masculine energy and she doesn't know how to let you do things for her, or she doesn't know how, okay, let me give an example. I go on a date, okay. He wants to pay, I immediately cringe. Now, what the frig is that, right? As a woman, like, what? Why are you cringing? I cringe. I get stressed, like sweats and stress. Like I get stressed because I'm like, no, I'd rather just handle it. Okay? Now that probably sounds wild to a lot of these women today. If he ain't got money, he can't have me. He needs to be able to buy me this, buy me that. He has to be able to take care of me and my baby. What? Okay, so I am not that type of woman at all. At all. I don't even know how to be, okay? I'm learning right now. I'm getting help. Thank you. But I am learning how to be, because when you do it for a good amount of years, it kind of stays embedded in you. It's fear. Damn it. Keep it raw. It is fear. Okay, it is almost the fear of you can hold this over my head, or the fear that I may get too accustomed or too comfortable to allowing you to take lead or do these things, and then should this not work or should life change, I am now having to flip back and get my mind back into that mindset, and I kind of panic about that. Whereas if I could just keep it consistent, it would stress me. However, here's the issue with that, ladies, that I have learned. Yeah. He needs to be the masculine. He needs to feel like he's a provider for you. He needs to feel like he is taking care of you, he's protecting you, that he is doing what he needs to do as a man for you. If you take that away from him, yeah, it could be a turn off, whether he likes you so much or not, okay? And vice versa also for men, because I'm coming for your neck next. Don't think I ain't coming for your neck next. You guys know Mel does both ways, okay? Oh my gosh, I still have tired eyes. Y'all bear with me. Sometimes I come cute, sometimes I don't, okay? Deal with it. What I would like to ask, ladies, and I'm gonna answer this question myself too in a moment, is, do you feel good when you have to do that? I'm gonna give y'all a minute to really reflect and think about it, because I had to reflect and think about it and really face myself and answer that question. Do you enjoy having to be in your masculine energy as a woman? Side note, don't ever in your life call me a sis. You understand? Overstand? Okay, we're talking about it no more. Okay, but yes, as a woman, do you feel like you are happy in having to be in your masculine energy? Wouldn't it be nice to be able to just fall back into your feminine energy? And I'm not saying get rid of it all the time and do this soft girl, listen to me, soft girl era. Don't get caught up. Because don't be crying later, eh? Don't cry later. Okay, when real life comes. Okay, but you need to have both. And I say this all the time. And I'm saying, I feel like such a hypocrite as I'm saying this because I struggle to balance it. I'm more on the masculine. But you need to be able to do both. Confirmation. I don't know if you guys heard that. You need to be able to do both, okay? I'm getting a feel in the middle of this, and I'm trying not to do any feels in this quick raw talk because I want it to be fast and straight to the point. Can it wait? Thank you. Okay, so, sorry, that sidetracked me. To answer the question myself, absolutely friggin' not. What woman wants to have to be in this dominant masculine role all the time? Can I do it for myself? Yes. Do I want to do it 24/7? Hell no! And I don't give a damn what any of you females or women say out there. Yeah, I said females and women, there's a difference. I don't give a damn what any of you just said, or what you think, or what you try to portray, or what you're trying to do. Yes, I'm proud of you. Kudos to you. Kudos to me too. You can handle stuff on your own. You can take care of yourself. You can get things done. Proud of you. You could take care of a man too if you needed to. Proud of you, okay? I gave it to you. I gave you your props, okay? But now let's really get down to the nitty gritty, yeah? How does it make you feel? Okay, let me ask you another rude question. This is a raw, gritty question. I'm about to get in that ass, get in that ass. Yeah. Do you take it out on your man after you have to be the masculine, even though he could step into that role? You ain't shit. You don't do anything around this house. I have to do everything. But do you keep doing it all? So when is he supposed to step into his role if you keep doing it all? Okay. And again, ladies, these are things I had to learn too. I'm not just getting at y'all. Okay? Things I had to realize myself. And let me tell you the truth, I didn't even realize it until this person literally put it in my face. And I was like, gosh, yeah. That's a good point, right? Okay. Now, men. Wait, pause. Let me go back before I go on to the men really quick. So I'm trying to keep this short and simple. Women. Ladies. Raw ladies. I'm talking to my raw ladies, not even the extras. They could raw ladies, okay? Do not be afraid to fall back and allow him to do his role, okay? But what I will tell you is this, is make sure that you can trust this individual to do that sometimes, okay? What I will say that I always do, I always cushion, which means I will let you step into your male dominant role, which means, okay, yeah, you wanna pay for the date? Okay, sure. Struggling thinking, I'll let you do that, but I'm always gonna have that. I'm always gonna have that money sitting right there just in case. Always. Because I don't play that. Always. Okay? Or oh, okay, fine. So somebody, you have been in your masculine role for far too long, which Melo completely understands, as you can see. You now have an individual in your life that is, okay, I'm getting to, confirmation. Okay, so just do that one. Okay, so I think the spiritual birth thing is really great, but I've been learning. I thought I just had gas before. Anyway, I want to say one of these feels, and that is you are a woman that has been in your masculine role the majority of the time. I get it. But the reason why you're in your masculine role the majority of the time, it wasn't always like that. Your man used to be the breadwinner. He used to be the one in charge. He used to be the one handling everything for you, and you got to be in your feminine energy for the majority of the relationship. I'm getting 7+ years here. 7+ years here. So you were able to be in your feminine energy, and you could shop and do whatever you want. You didn't have to worry about your bills. You didn't have to worry about budgeting. You didn't have to worry about what? I'm not gonna say that, but yeah, you didn't have to worry about a lot of things. That's just what lists to me, so I'm not gonna say that out loud. That's really bad. But you didn't have to do anything, literally. Okay, this man took care of everything, your every beck and call. Okay. Even took care of your seed, okay? Even took care of your youth for you. When you didn't have the money to take care of your youth, he did it for you. Okay, this is a specific woman, because but it's switched. I'm getting it switched within the last year and a half to 2 years. It's switched. 1.5 to 2 years. Yeah. The last 1.5 to 2 years is switched. Something changed, and now you need to step into your masculine role, but you don't know how. Yeah. Sorry, the itching. Okay. You don't know how. Okay? Because you never had to do it. This man was just always in his role. Again, side note, this is why I tell ladies, make sure you can keep it balanced. One thing I was always told is, yes, let your man run things if he really wants to. They just have the money. Make sure you have your own account stacked, so that if anything goes wrong, you can be like, hey baby, by the way, I got it. He didn't know you had it. He didn't know you had that masculine. He didn't know you had that in you, but you always had it. You always had his masculine backed up with your masculine. I like the way I said that. You need to always have his masculine backed up by your masculine in silence, and keep it cute and pretty. You understand me? I liked that. I feel like I dropped a gem. Okay. I was gonna drop it on my gems, but I don't want to drop it on the floor. Okay. But yeah, getting back to the spiel, you don't know how. You don't even know where to start because you never had to do it. And now that you're also having to do it, all you're doing is railing. Okay, let me not use slang. All you're doing is constantly attacking this man verbally. What happened to you? You used to be able to do it. You can't even do them. You can't even pay our bills now. Look at this. You used to be able to okay, I'm hearing a girl be like, you used to take me out every weekend. Now we don't go nowhere. You're so boring. And it's like, no, maybe the man has to fall back because he doesn't have his job right now. Or maybe he has to fall back because of whatever. Maybe you can step up a bit and take him out. Maybe you could take him out, and the problem is solved, and it's not boring anymore because you guys get to go out together. Soft girl era. Okay, sorry, it just bugged me. I have to dash it out. Because the amount of women that are hiding behind this whole soft girl era, I'm so scared for you, because when life comes back, or should something change, you better make sure that while you were playing the soft girl era for people to see, that you had a masculine backup. And again, for those who are just chipping in or listening, I'm not saying masculine backup is just masculine backup is a man. Go back to hear what I said, because I dropped a gem. Okay. Now, men. I'm being told to move on. Okay, men. Why do I don't even know why I say this today. Okay, men. I'm gonna sit closer for this, okay? Men. Raw fellas. Okay? The extras will follow, don't worry. Raw fellas. Don't get too comfortable. That's how I'm being told to let you know this. Do not get too comfortable, okay? And what I mean by that is, I get it. A lot of us women stepped into this masculine role. We are making our own money. We are having our own businesses. We are having our own little hustle's happening on the side. We are carrying things like we never used to carry them before, and you guys are loving it, and I understand it. But hello, hi. Hi, hello, hi. Hello. You do realize, right, that if you continue to be the bish in the relationship, because I want to say the real word, but YouTube, I am practicing. If you are the bish and you want to continue to just be that in a relationship, and the reason why I say a bish is not because you're in your feminine role, not at all. A man in his feminine role balanced is not a bish. What a bish is to me is when you deliberately just sit down on ass because you know this woman's gonna run things and take care of the house and pay the bills. As long as you do your little rinky dinky bit on the side, and for some guys just keep giving her good, because hey, listen, I am not knocking the dudes that were able to get a woman and keep living their life by just giving her good, because she is the fool. You are the fool. If he was able to live off of you just because he was providing the good, you are the fool, because there's plenty of good out there and you did not have to continue to pay this man's bills and wash his drawers while he sat in front of the TV. And don't complain to nobody about your stress. Exit stage left. Okay, I have no time for those. Okay, now back to my men. You guys are getting a little bit too comfortable. It's something I've been noticing a lot lately. I'm not even talking about just for me. I mean like in general, like my other friends I've seen, other family, men got too comfortable with that. And you know what? I get it, because women were able to do that to y'all for years. I get it. Maybe it was your guys' little fight back. Maybe that's what it was. I don't really know. Maybe, right? Your little get back. Like, yeah, you guys want to take care of us for a while? Shoot, we all chilling. We don't mind. We'll go out for dinners with our fellas and, you know, we'll do our thing and we'll sit and chill out while you guys take care of the yard and everything. We don't mind. We don't mind. Okay, so let me explain something to you. Just like the woman has to be balanced, so do you. And I mean, balance for men is a little bit different. I realize that your feminine may be a little bit less. It's more on the emotion side that you guys get into your femininity. Your love for your family, your love for your kids, your love for your girl. I understand that. That feminine side, yes, I get that. And then the rest of it tends to be more masculine, which I get. Just like you wouldn't want a woman to be dominantly masculine at all times. She needs to be able to fall into her feminine, but bring out that raw masculine if need be. Okay. If your girl is getting at you now because you lost a job or something is not working out and she's going buck on you, that is your fault. Do you know why it's your fault? Sorry, this is a specific person. You know why it's your fault? Because you allowed that. You made that individual not have to remain balanced. You did everything. Kind of like me, I did everything. So now that I'm in a position where I don't need to do everything, it's a little foreign to me. I'm learning to like work with this individual, okay? You let her sit down. You let her go out with her friends. You let her just build a company and be like, baby, can I have your card? You let her do that all the time. You let her, you let somebody, you used to let your girl just skip work. Be like, yeah, baby, I got it. And now that she's in a position where she has to constantly go to work, that's gonna be very foreign to her. Not saying she doesn't have to grow the hell up. She doesn't need to grow the hell up, but it's gonna be very foreign to her, and that may build resentment. Thank you, that's the word I've been getting, resentment. Okay? I have learned that a woman having to be too much in her masculine while her man is whatless, or vice versa, while a man has to continuously, okay, be in his feminine because you constantly want to be the masculine. Sorry, confirmation. Okay. It freaks me out when that happens still. Okay, so, I can't remember what I was saying. That threw me right off. Okay, so going back, let me try to repeat it and get it right again. Resentment, thank you. Resentment can be made. It can come up, okay? It breeds resentment. Her having to constantly be in her masculine when she's not supposed to be will breed resentment. You having to fall back and just be in your feminine. Okay, I've seen men that were very happy. See if this applies to y'all. How many of y'all were happy to have your girl take over for a bit? You could fall back, do all that, right? Shoot, essentially be a homosexual, right? Okay? And you guys were loving that. You were enjoying that. You were ravishing in it. And some women, depending on who they are, were loving it too, because like for a woman like me, it makes me feel very good inside. Like I feel content. I feel safe. I feel safe in myself before I could feel safe in a man. You understand? So for some, that's just me speaking for me. For other women, they feel safe in other ways. You'd have to ask them. I'm just speaking for Melo, okay? Now, if you were constantly letting her take over, you were comfortable with that, right? I'm about to say something you guys aren't gonna like. Sorry, fellas. You were comfortable with that, right? Even when you saw in her eyes that she was getting tired, you knew she would still do it, so you were comfortable, right? Even when she would start to hint things like you need to get a job or she would help you do, you felt comfortable because you know she would do it, right? So why do you feel uncomfortable and disrespected now that she has to tell you about yourself constantly because she's at the point of resentment now? Right? How do you have an issue with that? How are you able to flip it back sometimes, I've seen, and be like, well, it's not my fault that you want to do all this and now you're tired and But can she fall back if you don't have a job? So? Can she comfortably go into her feminine side if you're not available? Blukes. Can she comfortably go into her feminine side if you are not consistent? Let's flip the script, ladies. Yeah, I flipped it here too to flip the script. Ladies, you were okay, because I'm not going to just put this on the men. You were okay with being the in the relationship, right? You were good with it. We were comfy. It made you feel good. You were happy with it, right? Right. Confirmation. I don't know if y'all can hear it, right? What I'm about to say right now is about to make someone think about themselves and evaluate and panic a bit. I don't know why. That alarm is going crazy, okay? You were okay with allowing him to sit around the house all day with his boys while you cooked, cleaned, paid bills, did all that, right? You were okay with it, right? Some did months, some did years, some did a week and woke the hell up. Kudos to you, mama. You smart, right? Smarter than I was, okay? Right? You're okay with that. You felt good. You felt like you were taking care of your man. You felt like, you know, you were the man even though you were the woman, right? Okay. So now that you've made him comfortable, because all the times that he wanted to step into his masculine role, you said, no, I got it. No, I got it. No, babe, don't worry about it. I got it. No. Right? Out of habit, out of pride, out of fear, like me, out of comfort, right? Okay. So now that he wants to stay in it, why are you pressed and cursing this and calling this man everything under the sun? Now that after the 16th millionth time he doesn't pull out his wallet anymore because you kept, no, it's okay. Now that he doesn't pull it out anymore, why are you mad? I'm pissing a few people off today. I can feel it. This one. Y'all. I don't know why some of y'all get so salty with me unless you're just mad that it's the truth, because Mel talks the truth. They slapped you in your mouth not once but 2 times because it's the truth. I'm not even talking ish. I'm talking the truth, and maybe that's why you're salty, because it makes you have to really evaluate and reevaluate certain parts of your life and how you've been moving. I'm going to give you guys both the answer. Neither of you have the right to be upset because you did it to yourselves. And this was Raw Talk with Melo, a nice little quick early one, y'all. I don't know who needed that, but I put it out there. And again, this is a girl who out of safety used to do the same thing. So I'm not even getting at y'all. Loosey goosey. I'm not even getting at y'all. I completely understand where you're coming from because I did it myself too. My reason was safety. I knew I could always rely on me. And what I was seeing was very wetness, so I knew I couldn't rely there. And I couldn't. Buying your clothes and shoes to stunt your little posts. I couldn't. Friggin' food, me. Friggin' job, fine, me. Friggin' everything, right? But it made me feel like I was doing what I was supposed to do. I was safe because I was making sure we were both safe. Dead that. All right, y'all? Learn. Learn. If you guys remember that clip. Learn. Okay? And men, stop being salty now that she's telling you about yourself and talking to you like you're a little bitch because you've been acting like a little bitch and you know it. So now that she's talking to you like one, change it then. When she goes to you, let her know, no, I got it. And do it. Don't just talk it, do it. So that she can see it and start to fall back into her feminine role. Ladies, allow him to do it. Like I said, you can have that backup. You don't gotta be no dummy. One thing my grandma always taught me is make sure you got an account that keep you straight, regardless of the relationship or marriage or whatever that you are in. Okay? Always got you. Make sure you do. Because you gotta make sure you got him and those kids, if anything. But allow him to be the man. Okay? And again, guys, we have all different kinds of relationships these days, so put the roles where they are, where they fit, okay? Don't ever come on this platform and come to me with no foolishness about me being biased or anything in that department. I've already addressed that in a different episode. Okay? Yeah, but I'm not dropping no sis. You can come at me all you want. I stand on what I said. Don't call me that. All right? Okay. You will be ignored. Okay. That is all, y'all. It's at about 32 minutes. I am good. The numbers are 333, 111, 12 to 12, and 10, 10, 10. I just didn't put them out there this time. Yeah, allow each other to be what you need to be right now, okay? And some relationships, it works for the man being the feminine role and the woman being in the masculine role where there's no resentment. That's fine. But in the relationships where it starts to breed resentment, make the changes, okay? And to the ladies that were like me, where you were always in your masculine role and you are now in a space where you're able to fall into your feminine role, enjoy it. It's nice, isn't it? It's so nice. It is so nice. So enjoy it, okay? That being said, this was Raw Talk with Melo, and I will see you another time for a different raw topic. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be coming back again. I mentioned you guys with the raws, I know. And two other things, but I'm not allowed to mention them. I was just told because I was just about to say them. All right, so I'll surprise y'all as usual. Bye, y'all. Spread love. Always keep it raw and stay hydrated.